I'm Roberta Cremoncini, the director of the Estorick collection, and we are here in our galleries for our new exhibition, Rome and Ostia, Ancient Ruins, Modern Art. This exhibition looks not only at a series of antiquities from the port of Rome, Ostia, but also it puts it in a dialogue with two contemporary artists, Ettore De Concilis and Mastroianni.
Why did you decide to put on this exhibition right now?
I think obviously, as of all the exhibitions, there are some moments when you can actually do things more easily than others, and as well as the will to do something. And I think to bring to London some antiquities was too good to pass, and this was a way of dealing with an aspect of the Italian artists. They always have to go back to the heritage, and the Roman heritage is very important for generally for Italians and especially for the artists. So I think to put in a contest some modern artists with antiquities, it is particularly interesting for the Estorick, especially because it's not so obvious the connection between modern art and contemporary art and the past. Most of these works, they are on display for the first time in London. Ostia is a very important archaeological site in Italy, just outside Rome, but it is very less known than Pompeii, but also in certain ways much more interesting, because Pompeii has an end, which is why it's interesting in a sense, but there is a very clear end of it. But Ostia has developed for another 7 centuries after Pompeii sort of froze. So it is very interesting to see some of the artifacts. They span nearly 10 centuries. So it's actually, there is a difference. I think for more contemporary art historians, we feel that in antiquities is fairly a short period, but actually is a long, and there's lots of development. Some of these artifacts, they do show that. So we have the 1st century before Christ is mosaics, but also some other wall paintings much more later. So it's actually, you can see the development in the art during that period. I think Ettore De Concilis has a particular feel with the water and with the river Tiber, and so, which is the river from Rome to Ostia, and where it was very important at the time of the ancient Romans, because it was the communication way between the port and the city. And so it actually works very well. And also we have like a painting behind me. There's a painting of the ruins. So it's how the contemporary art and how the modern art works with the feeling and at the site itself of the antiquities. On the other hand, Mastroianni has a complete contrast with the antiquities. His works, especially his sculptures, are very modern and very sort of harsh and gritty in a sense. Some of them, they're cogs or piece of machinery. And the contrast, I think it works very well to see how the sculptures we have in the exhibition, especially the sculpture, maybe they are only fragments, they work very well as a contrast and as a dialogue together.
Was there one of kind of your personal discoveries having made this, put on this show? What was
Well, I think probably the rediscovery of Ostia, which I only visited when I was young, and actually how beautiful and sort of intact is in comparison with the most, as I was saying earlier, the most famous site of Pompeii, and actually how in a smaller setting but you can discover small things, and they are much more precious in a sense, because you have they're more distilled. And also the other probably more fascinating is how well some of these works work with the the antiquities and with the old statuary, which is it is very interesting. It shouldn't work, but actually they do have a dialogue together, and the contrast I find it very interesting.